Hello there, and welcome to Empower Your Soul. I'm here. There's so many things I want to talk about. Like, suddenly I have this backlog of podcast ideas, and it's cracking me up because the energy today while I'm recording this, it's Wednesday, March 26th, and I feel like it's really important to call this out because it has been a few weeks of down in the dump, not so great energy, and there's just been a lot of hubbub and hustle and just general chaos in the political world atmosphere. I digress a little bit, but there is relevancy to this because today is the first day, and I posted this on the day that this has happened. I feel like the fog has lifted, and the skies feel wide open and clear. So I have no doubt I'm going to be working probably till about midnight tonight, trying to just ride this energy as much as I can because these are like moments of gifts, and I hope that this energy stays, and I hope that there's more of these energetic days in the future. But it's this sense of just expansiveness and really being able to tap into everything that is possibly available. This energy that we have today is essentially what it feels like to sit in the Akashic Records all day, and that's what I've been doing, which is what they're telling me right now. So I love that this is the podcast that I'm going to record today because I'm sitting down. I'm getting Voxers from my mentees. I do mentoring, in case you're interested. I'm getting Voxes from my mentees. I'm getting downloads to do that podcast, this podcast, this podcast. So I'm literally just, I think, going to sit here for the next couple hours and just record podcast episodes. So you're going to see the same mug on YouTube with these dangly earrings that I put on today. They're a little shamanic, like that. It's this weekend coming up, and I'm just going to record these and see how this goes because I'm just feeling the energy. So you have to learn how to ride the energy, and that's what I'm doing, everybody. I'm getting out of my logical brain and getting into this energetic space. And to be honest with you, it's been a freaking amazing day. And when I say it's been a freaking amazing day, the information that has come in today has been absurd, like absolutely absurd. So there's hope energetically, everybody. And when I say absurd, maybe a more accurate description would be that I feel like I am tapping in very clearly, very articulately, and able to get new downloaded information, nuggets of golds for my clients that give them not only perspective and clarity on their past, what has led up to the current behaviors, skills, mindsets that they have, but also what are new skills, behaviors, mindsets that they can utilize to help them on their journey here. And so it's been like download after download after download of these all day long, and my brain is spinning. I know I should probably rest. But instead, by the way, I'm home with 2 kids that are sick because, add that to the soup, right? Add that to the mix a little bit here. But this is life, everybody. This is life. You just got to roll with the punches. So my kids are going to have to take care of themselves because I cannot walk away from this energy. So let's talk about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into the Akashic Records and answer and do this new quarterly update with all of you that an amazing, amazing client has requested. She's like, it blows my mind. When I sat with her in a reading, she's like, I want you to know that I'm here because of your Akashic Records political, I can't remember what the name of the podcast episode was, that episode where you tapped in and addressed the questions that we were all thinking in terms of the energetics. And she's like, it would be so cool if you did like a quarterly update. So that's what I'm doing. And I posted this on socials a couple weeks ago. Give me your questions for the Akashic Records. So let's tap in and answer some of these questions that I have right here. And I'm going to number them. I wrote them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I'm going to number them. I'm going to pop into the records real quick. And again, just like the previous episode, while you're in the records with me, you are getting this healing. I can feel the energy just emanating off of me. So I know you can all feel it too. So you're getting this healing, this guiding, this love, this, and don't be suspicious. That's my favorite meme. Don't be suspicious if you start getting a lot of additional signs from spirit over the next few days or synchronicities. And this is just letting you know how in alignment you are. Because when you're in higher vibe energy, more magic is visible. And how rad is that? Okay. So as we tap into the Akashic Records, just going to take a breath in and out to get us going. And okay. I felt like I just went down in vibration level. So that's really freaking interesting because my Akashic team is higher than the Akashic of the collective. So that is very interesting for me to sit in and feel that shift. Just as clear, just a little bit lower vibration that I just stepped into. So let me tap into the collective Akashic Records and channel some of these responses for you. Number 3 first. Okay. Okay, cool. 6 questions total. All right. Don't mind me. They have me like looking at the questions. Number 3 first. And I believe half these came on YouTube, half on Insta. I probably should have checked TikTok. I didn't. I'm sorry. TikTok's a whole other energy level right now, so I'm all set with that. How can we manifest the most light so we can see more and more, so that more and more people can see? It's not about changing or influencing others. The best thing you can do is stay within your own vibrational level so that you are raising your own vibration and the collective consciousness around you at the highest level. So it's not essentially that you are allowing people to see and changing their mind, I guess is the way that I'm kind of feeling this energy. It's more about standing in your own shoes and reaching as tall as you can energetically so that other people can feel and see your energetic height and be like, it's like I'll have what he's having. I'll have what she's having. That's the energy they're giving me. So it's the more that you are authentically in alignment with your vibration, what you're here to do, and honestly putting those blinders on, like the horses at Central Park is the way that they like to say it to me. That is the best thing that you can do to raise the vibration of people around you. And I know that sounds silly because number one, you're going to get those people that do want to tap into your energy, see what you have, want to get there too. And those people will consciously engage you, ask, notice things that are different. And that's your opening for you to start talking about what's new, what's changing, what's going on, right? So if they're engaging with you, go for it. If people are not engaging with you, and I want to say this as the collective, there's a lot. There's people on every side of the fence right now that have decided not to engage, whether they are just keeping their mouth shut, whether they are burnt out, whether they are just choosing not to participate in the circus that exists right now, and that's okay. So the best way to raise your collective vibration that way is just, again, being the highest vibe that you can, and your energy cascades out. And they keep showing this to me over and over and over again because we always think that we have a job to do. And I think this is where the Lightworkers come from. And as I'm doing this, I feel like I am a care bear that is like the heart one, and it's like this beam of heart light, and it feels like we have to do things to raise the vibration and help other people. But as I say that, I see a red giant X on this Care Bear looking picture in my head. That's not what Lightworkers is. Lightworkers lead the way so that others can find the path and do it themselves. So you are not responsible for raising the vibration of others. And that is the eternal message here, because we can't save other people. Other people have to opt in and save themselves. So can you say, that's depressing. My goodness, the hilarity of that. Like, I get it. Like me as a human hearing these, there's this giant cognitive dissonance to me, and this disconnect between what I'm hearing and what my beliefs are, because I'm with all, like, if you are a light worker, we're here to help raise the vibration and fix other people and heal other people. I get it. But the Akashic Records right now are telling me, that's not what your job is. Your job is to clear the way for them to do their own healing. And so Sometimes that is actively working with people and showing them the way and clearing their energy so they know what clear energy feels like. And then they're going to learn how to clear their own energy and do it for you, do it for themselves. And, or this is also just sending out your vibration like, what's the right word? Like dolphins. What's that? Sonogram? Not sonogram. You know what I'm talking about. With the dolphins, the sonar, and like sending out your energetic vibrations of positivity and seeing what's going to bounce back to you. And what bounces back is meant for you, and take the things that end up your way and do what you can with it. Do what you intuitively feel called to do. But for the most part, a lot of those ripple waves are going to go out and they're going to find their people one way or the other. But you don't always know what the impact of that is. So how do you, jeez, some crow. So how do you they're making me look at the question again. How do we manifest the most light? And that's by you being you. I'm just feeling into the energy of that question. They're yelling at me that we've answered that. How do you manifest the most light? It's just being you. It's by resetting, doing the things that you need to do for you, to take care of you, to keep you in high vibration. And that's going to vary by person. So you can't necessarily manifest it besides asking for it. And it's not only asking for it, but also taking the steps. And again, it's my Universal Laws podcast episode. You can ask for it, but then you actually have to act in that way too. And by having your actions, your beliefs, and your requests all in alignment, that is the best way to manifest all of the information. Okay, 4. Check. 4. So, and this is a fast follow-up because these two kind of go together. Am I doing the right thing by focusing on myself rather than the whole? Absolutely, yes. Mic drop. It's literally what they are. I see them. I said it and I see the mic dropping. Absolutely, yes. Keep focusing on yourself, focusing on your community, but know that even within your community groups, there's going to be people that you almost have to leave behind. And I want to say it that way. And it's sad and you don't want to, right? But there's people that you can't help. And even if they are in this like worker space, it doesn't mean that they're at the right vibration. And it doesn't mean that they have the tools and skill sets to deal with the chaos that's going on right now. And like, even in the people that are asking for your help, you still can't save them because they have to save themselves. So yeah, you do have to put your own mask on before you start trying to help and heal others. And if these people can't put their own mask on, that's not good. And you can't give them your mask, because then now you're going to go down with the plane, right? And this is what I mean. So focus on you and your energy first every single time. Every single time. There's zero exceptions to this. You cannot help, assist, reflect for other people accurately or comprehensively. Like, there's something about completeness to this, because you can put your mask on or half on and kind of get the message that's accurate, but it's not complete, right? So there's this, in order for you to give the most comprehensively accurate response and way to help people, you have to have your battery full. You have to be topped off. You have to be able to be good and feel good in your body so that you can show up energetically as your best self to other people. And no, you don't need to be your best self to you know what I mean? Like, there, but that is the goal. Whether or not you get there all the time, that's okay. That doesn't matter, right? As long as you're striving for it. But if you're purposely not taking care of yourself, helping others without helping you, it's not going to work. Like, that's out of alignment. So focus on you first, absolutely. And then ooh, that's interesting. I'm hesitating because I'm feeling like focus on yourself first. And then what I wanted to say and where they brought my brain is helping others after that. But it feels like not individual people. It feels like focus on the collective of people. So set an altar out to help Mother Earth, for example. Set an altar out to help, youth find love and support, right? Like it feels more collective level. And it's like, but I think that's a really interesting take because we're addressing the collective energy, especially of the United States. And so how do you help the collective energy is you address the collective energy. You set the intention to heal the collective energy. And again, people need to heal themselves at an individual level. But I wonder if we should run an experiment. Should we all set a date that we go after and see everyone prays or sends distant Reiki on a certain day to the collective and what that would do? Huh. Stay tuned. I'm going to write that down. Collective Healing Day. Let's do it. That sounds really cool. All right. I'm going to add that to my list. Okay. I hope that answers your question, Jill. Oh, I have so many things to do. Don't mind me raking my list while we're chatting with all of you. Okay. How much worse is it going to get in the U.S. before it gets better? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I just heard a lot worse. That's not comforting, Akashic Records. And again, worse is going to look different for people, different for all sorts of people. So some people are going to skate by just fine. Some people are going to make more money, right? But collectively, it's going to go down, way down before it gets better. So let me ask more practical, grounded feedback information. Yep, your level. What's your level? Oh, I'm just hearing have contingency plans. Make it's not meant to freak you out. But the people who are sticking their heels in and really resisting, and this is going to sound strange, but really resisting the energy, resisting the flow, really pushing hard at staying where they're at instead of kind of moving with the energetic flow of everything that's going on. And I don't understand this that's coming through, so I'm going to ask them for clarification. Going with the flow is what needs to happen right now. And it doesn't mean the flow is going to look good. The flow is going to be comfortable. The flow is going to it doesn't feel like a positive flow. I'm going to ask them for clarification. Don't resist the change is what I'm hearing them say. And not, this is the opposite of everything I would expect to hear, everybody. This is crazy. Don't resist the change because the change is what needs to happen. So do what you think is the right thing to do, but don't think that we're going to go back to a time. This is it. Don't think that we're going to go back to the time that we were before. Don't think that we're going back in time and bringing things back to the state of the way things were with the two-party system, these things, right? It's almost like it's the way they're showing it to me is it's like this beach and if you, I'm just going to say it, write the word American history or history in the sand, that wave is coming and washing it away. It's going to be different. And so the change needs to happen. So you have to go with the change because it is going to be better. But it is going to get worse before it gets better. I can't see too far ahead. They are not showing me too far ahead. So I want to call that out, that I'm not seeing it too far ahead, but I am seeing just take the baby steps. Take it day by day. And know that good will come from this. But, it's just like it's just like what I was explaining to one of my clients earlier today. We have to dig down before we can go up. When it comes to healing, you have to peel back the layers of the onion over and over and over again until you get to the core of the problem. And then you can start to rebuild. Because if we stop now and we just smooth some sand over this pit that's starting to form, the pit is still there. And eventually we're going to have to clean it out. So that's the metaphor I want you to walk away with, is like, we are digging our holes right now. And when I say digging the hole, we are digging the negative, toxic. It's like the gangrene arm that we need to get rid of. And so it's got to go down before it goes up. If you want to fix this for good, it has to go down before it goes up. So don't resist the digging. Don't want to smooth it over. Don't want to be blind to go back in time. It's more like bring the shovel. Help dig. Help dig this hole. Help uncover the chaos, because that is what's going to turn people's eyes, perspectives, heads in wanting change. And that's essentially what's happening, is what they're telling me, because half of the population doesn't want change right now. Half wants it to stay the same or go back in time. And the other half wants to maintain current, or maintain like what it was just before this energy, right? But we're all wrong. We're settling if we think that we want to go back or stay as is. We can't settle anymore. Settling is masculine energy. I just said it. I just said it. I'm sorry, men. That's what I'm hearing. Which is interesting, because everything in my brain says like, but it's not, we're settling into the masculine energy and the masculine way of things here in the United States. And we can't settle for that. Women, stand up. Men that are intuitive, stand up, right? Like, we need to change the dynamic, because just like anything else with the universal laws, you have to have both masculine and feminine energy. In this entire country is masculine energy. All of the leaders, everyone, right? Like, look at the CEOs of Fortune 50, Fortune 500 companies. They are vastly underrepresented in terms of minorities and women. Get your shovels, everybody. That's all I have to say. Get your shovels. We got to dig out. Where's that gangrene arm? We got to dig it out. Okay. 2. What is the catalyst for bringing forth positive change? Ooh, okay. Hang on. I'm going to really push my head out of the way. It's you. You are the catalyst for change. And as I was writing this question, I could just see it's the people. The people are the catalyst for change. The people that say no more. And this cannot be a leader. It has to be from the people. It has to be from the ground up. The only way we're going to overcome and topple this pyramid is literally by the band of us, bottom feeders. Right? Because like, I think that's what they think of us. I think that's I don't want to use the term 1%, because I don't know if that's right, but I'm going to say the current leaders of this country, whether they are elected officials or they are billionaires or anything like that, the current leaders of this country are like, we're minions to them. We're peons to them. Right? And so, and my dog will not stop barking this entire episode. I apologize if you can hear him. He doesn't know if he wants to go in or out. Maybe that's where my energy's at too. I don't know if I want to like stay in or go out with this energy, but it just feels to me like this bottom rung of society, which I put myself in. I would also say, like, in terms of working in a corporate environment, the frontline staff, the bottom of the pyramid, where there's the most population of people, we are the ones that have to rise up and demand the change. We are the ones that have to band together and say, enough is enough. We're done being abused. French Revolution, anyone? Right? How does change happen? And no accidents with this age of Aquarius stuff going on is what I'm hearing. So like, it's just the time, it's the cycle. And for me personally, in my personal life, they're highlighting that this is the ending of a lot of my personal cycles this year. This is going to be a lot of cycles ending for a lot of people this year, and providing more clarity and knowing exactly what we want, and no longer keeping our mouth shut, because we have been through the ringer. Everybody, we have been through the ringer. And so using our voice and going back to my 2025 prediction reading with the Akashic Records, it's still about community and banding together and seeing the similarities across every line. Because what no one's talking about is we all want the same thing. But we think there's different ways to get it, because everything you see from a political perspective are different people with different solutions that all have the same root cause. The same root cause is we all want stability. We all want support for our families. We all want our communities to be successful, our business owners in the local community to be successful, right? Some of us would rather see us spend less tax money than more tax money, and that's totally fine, right? But a lot of us want stability because we all feel so unstable. Like, did you just hear my son just tell my dog? I hope that was on video or audio. So I got to call that out. So I just want to put that out there. In case you're wondering, he just told my dog to shut the fuck up. We all just want peace and quiet. This is a hot mess of an episode. Maybe I shouldn't record these at night when everyone's home. But if you look at the root cause of everybody, this is what it's like. This is the root cause, and finding those similarities and realizing and holding hands. And it's cheesy as fuck, but holding hands with everybody and saying, I got you. You got me, I got you. And taking care of our own. And so I'm going to ask like a 2B question. How do we take care of our community when you told us that we need to essentially take care of ourselves first? If everyone takes care of themselves first and everyone brings their full self to the table, watch the magic that happens. Because we're not coming at each other bleary-eyed, desperate, half energy, half feeling like this empty pot, and half feeling a scarcity mindset. But instead, if we fill all our own cups and feel really good and we come together, that's when the magic happens. So maybe I'm going to challenge you all to not go out and fix everybody else's problems, but check in with each other. How are you doing? What did you do for you today? How did you fill your cup today? What did you do that bring you joy, brought you light? Right? Did you have enough water? So maybe that's the challenge. The challenge that we have on each other is, how are you? Not trying to fix, not trying to give, just trying to make space to say, I see you. Are you taking care of you? I'm taking care of me. Are you taking care of you? All right. 5. We already answered 5. Hang on. No, I didn't. 5. 5 is on my phone. How can we, as a collective energy, all of us, bring our energies together in unison? I love it. To help keep our country safe in order to deflect the threat of the current leaders acting in a apparent autocratic manner. Oh my God, Margaret, I didn't even read your message. Here's what it says. I strongly feel the need for each of us to focus on what we feel we can do each day, meditation, short prayers, etc. There is strength in numbers. What can we do to ease the world? Thank you, record keepers. Damn, Margaret, I didn't even read this. I was under the see more. I didn't read the second half of this, so I think this is a validation for you, Margaret. You spot on, girl. You spot on. But let me see if there's anything else with that message. How can we as a collective community bring our energies together in unison? And maybe this is the collective healing day. Oh, my thing just went away. I'm waiting to see if there's an answer for this. Okay, so what the visual they're showing me in my head, the reason I haven't started talking yet is because they're showing me a visual in my head and I don't quite understand it yet. And it almost looks like, I don't know, a star, a spider. I'm not sure what this is. It's not like black, but it's white and it's yellow. It's lightly colored and it's glowing yellow. So I see like the circle, which I'm going to say is the collective. I'm just going to put that out there. And then I see strands coming off of it in every single direction. So I'm going to say it's very similar looking to the sunflower analogy, but it almost looks like a fireworks show that like a little kid would draw instead of a sunflower. And each of these strands, it feels like we're all on these different ends of the strands. And maybe this is global, maybe this is emotionally, I'm not like geographically, I'm not sure why we're all on these ends of strands, but it's like if everyone follows their truth, we all end up back at center, because the truth is love. The truth is, it's love. And so we come together by showing love even where there is no love to be shown. And I think I've said this before. So it's almost like the more that you can show up to people at every level with love, that's how we get back to the center and bring the center together. And we make this, so as I'm saying it, it's like I see these strands, and as you get closer and as more and more people bring it to that love, that center gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it takes over. Because how can you deny love, right? Love feels so good. Everyone is looking for more love in their life. Love opens doors that are shut. Love helps you find things and connect people. And so love is the ultimate goal. So the best way you can bring the collective energy together is by showing, giving, being love. I mean, that's the reality of this. So yeah, so show up with love, and that's gonna help it. All right, let me grab the last question. What can we as individuals bring to the table to help arrive at the best outcome for our country and world? Ooh, okay. I love, boom, mic drop, Pam. Let me see. Yeah, they're showing me the overlap of questions. I get it. Give me something new, though. You need to realize that within the world, it's like different parts of the world are on different timelines. And I don't think anyone would disagree with that, because we have and you can literally take a plane and travel to different timelines. So when people are talking about timelines, they're like, timelines are in the present moment, my dear, is what I'm hearing them say. Because if you go to, I don't know, I don't want to stereotype, but they're showing me what looks to be like sub-Saharan Africa, where they live in huts with no electricity. They have to walk to get water, right? Like, that's one timeline. As we do past lives, we go back and we think this is in like the 4th century BC, but in reality, it's today, right? And as you go into like, oh, they're showing me Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore. It's like going into the future. Everything is easy. All the tech is there. Like, people live in pods, right? So there's this sense of everywhere we go in this world, we're on different timelines. So if you want to have the best collective outcome for the world, number one, that we can't do that, right? Because everyone is striving to go up, but going up looks different depending where you are in the world. So the best thing that we can do, as a collective of, for example, the United States, I feel like the next step up is almost Europe, right? I feel the step down, sorry, Russia, is Russia, right? That's the step down, right? So for us, if we want to take that next step, we already have the role model on the planet for where we should go and what we should be doing. And then like Europe as a whole, like almost needs to look to like Sweden or the Scandinavia up there, because they know they're doing it right. I feel like Scandinavia needs to look at Iceland, right? So like there seems to be these different vibrational levels of all these different places in the world. So if you want to collectively get to the next level, everyone has to agree on what the next level is and get there, and use other parts of the world as role models for what this looks like. And no wonder people look at us like we're a third world country. It's like, this is going to sound crazy, but energetically, we haven't really moved forward since the 1950s. Let's call a spade here. We are still stuck in a very patriarchal, masculine energy society that wants to suppress people. And even though we've put laws in place, we are going back in time. And so this is like this. So how do we move forward besides seeing and emulating all of these different places in the world? We have to want it. And it's the wanting it at the lowest level, changing the society, that helps it move forward. But we can't move forward unless we release the trauma that we have been in this country for 50 plus years, the scarcity mindset. Oh my God, 50 plus years. Am I living in my 2000s yet? 70 years. Just aged myself a little bit. I'm eternally in the year 2002. I'm eternally in the 2000s. Not 2010s, not 2020s. I'm eternally in the 2000s. So in order for us to move forward, we have to move backwards. And if they're telling me, if you look at Europe, they've done it. They've done it. They've gone forwards because they went backwards. And that's where I'm seeing the French Revolution kick in, right? And I know that we had the American Revolution at the same time as the French Revolution, or shortly thereafter. Thank you, Hamilton. Thank you. I mean, logically, I realized the two were, in close timeline proximity, but Hamilton keeps reminding me of everything in my life right now. So I'm bringing that back because I'm just feeling like, yeah, we did go through things at the same time, but it was totally different because we overthrew a king that was in another country. And by the time that we overthrew him, we already were a melting pot of all these other different countries, because we weren't just English, we were Spanish, French, Italian, Native American, right? So we all had a common ground, a common desire to oust a king that didn't represent who we were. And in order for us to, and we had the Civil War, but didn't resolve, right? So we no longer have a common enemy, and that's what creates the factions. And maybe this common enemy is now going to help us overthrow our own history, biases, divides for a better future. And with that, I love working in the Akashic Records. They're so fucking funny because I literally just saw a TV that was like old school, looks like WandaVision, like 1950s, black and white, and it's like fuzzy and it says stay tuned on it, and then it shut off. So there's the end of our episode, everybody. 40 minutes later. What an amazing, amazing session. I just wanted to thank all of you for submitting the questions on the Akashic Records. I'll probably do another update in a few months, and we will see how this goes. If you have questions, keep them coming. I love it so much. And then I just want to thank the Akashic team for being here and allowing me to channel the messages of love and light and healing for them. And for all of you listening in, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and love today. Sending you all love and light. And if you have any questions, stay tuned for more. Take care.